Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are continuing with our September Build a Journal, where we build a journal one day at a time throughout the month of September, starting with day 1 and ending with day 30. And by the end of the last day of September, you will have a completed, fully decorated journal. So far, we have chosen our cover, chosen our papers for our signature, and chosen our other signature items. That is what we have done so far. We are on day 4 currently, and that means it is time to work on giving our pages some personality. Now, I have all my stuff sitting here. Okay, these are all my pages, all my extras. I have my sewing machine right here. I have some stamps. Here, let me move this out of the way. I have some stamps. So, just stamps that have texture. Okay, there's that one. This one. Okay, so this is from Amazon. This one's from Temu. This is a Bow Bunny. This is a Bow Bunny, and this is a Bow Bunny. This Bow Bunny I recently got at Hobby Lobby. They might still have it. These ones I got from Tuesday Morning years ago. I mean, I haven't had a Tuesday Morning near me since 2019. So, 2020 maybe. So that's how long ago. I mean, it's been a long time. But I have these stamps. I have stencils. This one's from Temu, and then I have this one, and this one, like, you stencil over it and then you can write in it, and I just thought maybe on some pages that would be really cool. I don't know, maybe not. I have some distress ink. I have my favorite Walnut Stain and my other favorite Lost Shadow. These two are my favorites. Okay, this I use for inking all the time, and this is just gorgeous. If you don't know, gray is my favorite color, and I don't know what happened, but the camera got really crooked. What keeps happening? I don't know why that keeps happening. Hold on, let me fix that. Okay, that's better. I don't know what happened. I know what happened. If I ever have to fix my camera, my desk folds down for storage. I craft in my room. Most of you, if you've watched me before, know that, and I have a very small space, so my camera's on a mount, and I have to take it off the camera, not the mount, the whole, like, it's a big arm. So it gets screwed up every time, and I thought I fixed it, but I didn't. Anyway, so today I want you to look at your pages, trim them to size, okay? Please don't forget to trim them to size. This is what I'm using for my cover, and it is 7 1/8 by 5 1/8. So make sure, I'm very popular today. Very popular. I'm so sorry about that. Make sure you measure and cut your papers to size before you do anything. You don't want to sew or border punch or anything like that, and then your papers are too big. Okay? So make sure you do that. Like I said, mine's 5 1/8 by 7 1/8. Yours will be different, of course. So make sure you do that, and let's get started as soon as I see what everybody wants from me. Okay, so let's get started. First, I want to figure out where I want to put the vellum, and this is one of the places I think I want to put the vellum, and then cut around to make that pop out a little bit. Is what I think I want to do. Now, are these not cut? Let me make sure these are cut. Why do I constantly lose my ruler? Anybody else do that? Just me? Okay, so these pages are 1/8 of an inch too long. Honestly, I don't care. It's 1/8 of an inch. I don't care if my stuff sticks out, but I'm wondering if I should trim them anyway, because then I might care. I think I'm going to trim them anyway, so let me pause, and I'm going to trim 1/8 of an inch off all of these pages, and I'll be back. Okay, some of them weren't even 1/8 of an inch. Some of them were just like the little slightest bit, but they're all cut back down to size now. And as I was saying, I think I want to put this one in one of these, and then cut around. So let's get a pencil so we can make a mark. I'm just going to follow the coffee cup right there, and then what I'm going to do is find my scissor and poke a hole in the middle. It's vellum, it's super easy to do. And then I am going to cut this off. I don't know what this dog is barking at. Nobody's here. Though I said that yesterday. Yesterday we were getting a new washing machine yesterday, and there was no car in the garage, so when they came, they could just go, because our washer's in our basement, they could just go right down and take care of it, so we wouldn't have to move the car. I mean, it's just the considerate thing to do, right? And he was barking at the door, and I'm going, there's nobody there. Stop barking at the door. Here, UPS came in and dropped a package off inside because it was raining and the garage door was open. So UPS came in and dropped a package off inside, and that's what he was barking at the whole time. And I'm going, shut up, nobody's here. What is wrong with you? And then I opened the door to go do something, and there was a package just sitting there. I felt really bad. I was like, okay. Okay. See, look how cool that looks. Look at that. And then I think what I'll do is maybe I will stitch around this. I'm not going to stitch on camera. Like, I know my sewing machine is here, but you won't be able to see anything because of where my camera's mounted. So, sorry about that. Okay, so that one there. Let's see, where else? What other one are we going to use? I don't think I have another one with a focal point like that. I do, this house right here. Should I do the house? Maybe. I think I will. I am just slightly, it doesn't have to be perfect, going around. Okay. And then I'll cut that out. But yes, we had to get a new washer. I was not happy about that. We had just taken a washer down in the basement because we had a spare washer from my old house. I brought it with me when I moved in. I did not leave it for my ex-husband. Why? Because my dad bought it for me. So I wasn't leaving that behind. Sorry. He had a mommy. He was able to go to his mommy's house and do his laundry there. Okay, I'm going to have to cut off some of this so I can go around this turn here. Okay. Now, let's unfold that so I can get around this turn. Okay, sorry, I need to be able to see. I know you guys probably can't, but I have old eyes, okay? Although I did just I got new glasses yesterday with my new prescription. I'm hoping it helps my headaches. Probably not. There we go. Because why would it? Why would it help my headaches? Let's erase these pencil marks. And once again, I'll probably sew around this. You don't have to sew. I'm just going to tell you that. You don't have to sew. You don't have to do anything to your pages. If you don't want to do anything to your pages, don't do anything to your pages. I'm not your mom, and I'm not the crafting police. Like, do whatever you want to do. It's your journal. I just like to add a little bit of whimsy, a little bit of something else to my pages. Okay. See, I like that. And now the other one, I know there was a girl. There's a girl somewhere on a bike. There's a girl on a bike. Not the center page where it's a big bike, but there's a smaller one. Here she is. And she's just going to stay covered. There we go. So that's what I'm going to do with the vellum. And now I have a bunch of other pages that I can stamp on and stencil on. So let's put these aside. Okay. Let's see here. Let's use my stencil. Like I said, this one's from Temu. I think it was like 84 cents. It was so cheap. All this blank pages need something done to it. I'm not a fan of the blank pages. So even if I just take a little bit of it, doesn't have to be the whole thing, and then bring it down here and do a little bit down here. Okay, see that? That's all I'm looking for. And then we're going to ink these edges because the insides are so nice, the opposite sides of these pages, and we don't want these to look stark white. I was planning on actually printing them out on coffee dyed paper, but then I realized that I don't have enough coffee dyed paper. I have to I have to make more coffee dyed paper, which I should do before summer's over. That way I can not have to use the oven and I can just put it outside to dry. So maybe next week, because this week, and I think the rest of the weekend, they're calling for rain. And today is grossly humid out. Okay, and we're just going to do the, you know what, no, let's, on this side, take one of these stamps, this one right here. I'm going to use this, it's like a burlap texture. And that's all I'm going to do. You see that? I'm not even using an block. It's not needed. See? There we go. Just gives it a little something. That's all. That's all I'm looking for. A little something. And put it aside and work on the next one. I'm going to do these off camera because it's a lot and we don't want to be here forever. And I'll be back and move on to whatever I decide to do next. Okay? Okay. I have officially stenciled and stamped on every blank page. Okay, sorry about that. The dog was barking because someone came home, and now I have no idea where I was at in my thought process. Just to let you know. I am going to sew. Like I said, I'm going to sew around this one. I'm going to sew around this one. I also forgot to do the inside of these. Lovely. So let's do that quick, too, while we're at it. I forgot they were in there. I'm just going to ink. I need new felt pads. If you're interested in getting this type of item for inking, don't go cheap. Okay? Cheap ones fall apart very easily. And then you end up with little pieces of foam. Could not think. Foam everywhere. Anyway, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to sew. I did want to say, if you don't want to do anything to your pages, I don't know if I said this. I've had to pause multiple times and lost my train of thought multiple times. I don't know if I said it in this video, but if I did, I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself. You don't have to do anything to your pages. Okay? If you don't want to sew, don't sew. If you don't like inking, don't ink. Okay? It's your project. Do whatever you want. You don't have to do it though. If you want to do all of it, if you want to paint and sew and border punch and stencil and stamp and all of that jazz to every single page, go for it. It's your journal. Okay? It's your journal. Go for it. You can do whatever your little heart desires. This is about you, not about me. It's not about, your journal is about you, not about me, not about anybody else. It's what you want, when you want it, and that's that. So, I am going to, let me put this away. Oh, I just hit the microphone, sorry. Let me pull my sewing machine forward and sew, which one? I don't need to, all right. I'm gonna put this back here. There we go. And now I'm going to sew around this and this. And let's see. Can you see? You can see that. There we go. Now, I'm going to tell you, I am not the best at sewing. I am also going to tell you, when you sew, on paper, make sure you put your stitch length to the longest stitch length. Okay, or else it'll eat your paper. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay, and I'm using orange today. I thought orange would go good. So I'm going to do one of these on camera, and then I'm going to do everything else off camera. If you have to turn your paper, sink your needle, lift up your presser foot, and then keep going. I cannot see. And I don't mind the threads. I'm just going to trim them a little bit because it's a lot. Okay? So where's that paper? Here it is. And there it is. Okay? So look at that. You see that? Sewn all around. And then put this in, and it's pretty. I think I'm going to trim this little piece right here. There we go, and I put it away, but I'm going to take it back out and ink these edges. Okay. Put that back in. And then look at that. It looks so good. Alright, I'm going to continue sewing, but I'm going to do it off camera because I need to be able to see. Remember what I said? Old eyes. Old eyes. I will be back and show you everything, and then that'll be the end of the video. Okay, so here it is. I did not sew on every page, and this one is going to be the middle of one of my signatures, so I sewed all around it. I did that for another one too. It's this one here. This is also going to be a middle of my signature. I'm going to have 2 signatures. So these 2 are the middles. And then I just took random pages and I sewed down the sides of them. I didn't sew on every one. You can see here I did straight and zigzag. I didn't sew on every one because I'm going to end up, right here's another one with some zigzag and straight. I'm going to end up adding, if you looked ahead on your paper, there's times we're going to be adding fabric ruffles down the side. So obviously you don't want to then sew. Here I sewed down the side of the vellum, the side here and the side here. And then these are the 2 cutouts. This one I sewed around the entire piece of vellum and I sewed down the side of the page. And this one I just sewed around here and then sewed down the side of the vellum. I don't want to be going crazy because, like I said, we're going to be adding pockets and we're going to be adding fabric ruffles and stuff like that. So there's no need to go crazy. So here is everything for my signature, which we're going to be putting together tomorrow on the 5th of September. Okay, so that's tomorrow's plan. So I want you, your homework is to go do what you want to do to your pages. If you don't want to do anything, then you have no homework today. If you just want to ink, just ink. If you just want to sew, just sew. You do whatever you want to do to your pages to make this journal yours. If you don't like the threads, snip off the threads. I personally love the threads, but that's me. Okay, so thanks for joining me today for day 4 of the September Build-A-Journal. And comment down below and let me know what you're doing to your pages, okay? Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and have a great, wonderful, great rest of your day. I don't know.